Welcome to Sound and Soul Flow with Christina. Find a comfortable seated position, taking some time to root down through the sit bones, resting the hands on the knees, and sitting up nice and tall. Allow the eyes to close and begin to follow the path of the breath in through the nose and down into the body, expanding the rib cage, creating softness in the belly, and on the exhalation, a little hugging and lifting of the breath in and up along the spine and out through the nose or the mouth. Begin to deepen the inhalation and lengthen the exhalation, creating a balance between the in and the out breath. And within that balance, I invite you to set an intention for your practice today. Fix that intention in your mind's eye, and on your next breath in, sweep the arms overhead, reaching through the fingertips, joining the palms together, and exhaling, hands draw to heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up and over. Slide the palms back to your heart. Last one. Inhale, arms reach up and over. Exhale, hands to heart center, plugging your thumbs into your heartbeat and bowing your mind to this intention. Releasing your hands to your knees. On your next breath in, shine your heart forward, lift your gaze. On your exhalation, round the back, tuck your chin towards the chest. Inhale, heart shines forward. Exhale to round the back. Return to a neutral spine. Sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, arms reach to the sky. Exhale, twist gently to the right. Bring your left hand to your knee, right fingertips behind the back. Soften the shoulders out of the ears and bring your gaze wherever it's most comfortable for your neck. On your next breath in, return to center. Exhale, twist over to the left. Right hand on the knee, left fingertips behind the back, rooting down through the sit bones and lengthening through the crown of the head. On your next breath in, return through center. And exhale, walking the hands forward any amount, swaying from side to side. Rolling over the knees and coming into a tabletop position. You can use a blanket here underneath the knees if you'd like. Walk wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hip points. On your next breath in, soften the elbows, pressing the heart forward, lifting the gaze. Exhale, press into the earth, round the back, tuck the chin. Inhale, slide the heart forward. On your exhalation, round the back, pressing into the earth. And one last round, inhaling, shine your heart forward. Exhale to round the back. Return to a neutral spine, keeping the left hand planted, right arm reaches up any amount. On your exhalation, scoop your right arm underneath the left, dropping down to your right shoulder, right temple. You can extend your left fingertips overhead or wrap the arm behind the back for a half bind. Continue to breathe down and wide into the belly, looping the left shoulder up to the sky as you wrap that right shoulder underneath. Return the left hand back in front of the face, unwinding just as you entered. Right arm reaches high and touching back down into tabletop pose, moving through a couple rounds of cat and cow to neutralize the spine. Return to a neutral spine, planting down through the right hand, left arm reaches up. On your exhalation, scoop the left arm underneath the right, reaching your right fingertips overhead or wrapping the arm behind the back for a half bind. Take one more deep breath here before returning your right hand back in front of the face and unwinding the left arm back to the sky. Return to tabletop pose. Walk both hands forward, keeping the hips aligned over the knees. Slide the shoulder blades wide apart, allowing the heart to soften down towards the earth into puppy pose, Anahatasana. Keep the arms active and the hands pressing into the earth to send energy up the spine and up through the tailbone. On your next breath in, ripple forward into Sphinx pose, lowering the hips down, bringing the elbows underneath the shoulders. Clasp the hands into fists, actively pressing down through the forearms. You can also use a block here to create some resistance and to activate the shoulder and neck muscles. Peel the lower belly off of the earth as you press actively down through the hips, the thighs, and the tops of the feet. Drop your chin to the chest. Begin to rock the head from side to side, loosening up the neck and releasing any tension held in the shoulders. Return the head back through center, shifting the hips back into Balasana, Child's Pose. Take a few deep breaths here, checking back in with your intention. Make your way back to tabletop pose, tucking the toes under, lifting the hips high into downward facing dog. Take a few moments here to pedal out the heels, rock the hips from side to side. Return the hips back through center. Take a breath into ground. Exhale, right leg reaches high, three-legged dog. Inhale to soften. Exhale, hug the knee to the nose, round under, stepping your right foot to your right thumb. Lower your left knee down into Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Actively press the right heel down into the earth, and at the same time, energetically draw the left knee forward in space. Maintaining that activation through the legs, you can reach the arms overhead if you'd like for a little bit of a back bend. Circle the arms back down and around to frame the right foot, extending the right leg long, curling the toes up to the sky. Inhale, wave the spine long. Exhale, soften the heart towards your shin. Continue to press that right heel down. And walking the hands over to the left side of your mat, pressing the earth away and sending the hips back in the opposite direction for a deep hamstring stretch. Return the hands back to frame your front leg. Bend through the right knee. Pick up the left knee. Low lunge. Keep the left hand planted. Extend the right arm up to the sky for dragonfly twist. Windmill the right hand down and around. Reaching the arms overhead for high lunge, Alanasana. Sweep your hands down and around to frame the right foot. Step it back into downward facing dog. Inhale to ground. Exhale, left leg lifts high, three-legged dog. On your next exhalation, hug the knee to the nose, round under, stepping your left foot to your left thumb. Drop your right knee down, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Pressing actively down through your left heel and energetically pressing down through your right knee, as if you are trying to bring the back and the front of your mat together in the center. You can keep your hands on your knee or reach your arms overhead for a slight back bend. Circle your hands down and around to frame your left foot. Pick up your right knee, keeping your right hand on the earth, extending your left arm to the sky. Dragonfly twist. Windmill the left hand down and around, reaching both arms up and overhead for Alanasana, high lunge. Frame your left foot, stepping back into downward facing dog. Inhale to ground. Exhale, ripple forward through plank pose, dropping the knees down into diagonal plank. Lower down through chaturanga, hips, belly button, chest meet the earth. Inhale, peel the chest up off of the mat, baby cobra. Exhale, roll it down. Tucking the toes, pressing back up into downward facing dog. Inhale to soften. Exhale, right leg lifts high, three-legged dog. On your next exhalation, hug the knee to the nose, stepping your right foot to your right thumb. Pivot your left heel down, waving the spine long, and walking your hands to the upper left-hand corner of your mat for warrior dog. Walk your hands all the way to the long left side of your mat, wide-legged forward fold. Tense your fingertips underneath the shoulders, flaring the toes out, heels draw in. Inhale to ground. Exhale, slowly rolling up to the top, arms reaching high. Exhale, bend the elbows, bend the knees into goddess temple pose. Inhale, arms reach, straighten the legs. Exhale again, goddess temple. One more time, inhale to reach. Exhale, bend the elbows, bend the knees. On your next breath in, extend your arms out to a T. Turn your right toes forward. Angle your left heel back, moving into warrior two. Release your left hand to your back leg, circling your right arm up and over, maintaining the bend through your front knee in peaceful warrior. Return back through center, releasing your right elbow to your right knee and circling your left arm up and over in extended side angle pose. You have the option to bring your left arm behind the back for a half or full bind. Continue to wrap the left shoulder up to the sky, reaching through the crown of the head. Release from your half or full bind, reaching for a block and placing it outside of your right foot. Keeping your right hand planted down, circle your left arm up and over to open up into triangle pose, Trikonasana. Working towards straightening both legs, still maintain a gentle bend in both knees. Circle your left arm down and around, framing your right foot. Step your left foot up a couple of inches to anchor down through your left heel. Place the block underneath your left hand. Inhale to ground. On your exhalation, open your right arm to the sky for revolving triangle. Remain anchored through both feet, drawing your right hip crease back in space as you drive your left hip forward. Circle your right hand back down and around, placing the block in front of the right toes. Inhale, wave the spine long. Exhale, soften your heart and your forehead towards your right shin, adjusting the block as needed. Just as in revolving triangle, in Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose, continue to square the hips towards the floor. Remove your block off to the side, framing your right foot in low lunge. Step your right leg back to meet the left, downward facing dog. Inhale to soften. Exhale, ripple forward through plank pose, lowering through chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, fold over the toes into downward dog. Inhale to ground. Exhale, lift the left leg high, three-legged dog. On your next exhalation, hug the knee to the nose. Step your left foot to your left thumb. Pivot your right heel down. Inhale to wave the spine long. Exhaling to walk your hands to the upper right-hand corner of your mat for warrior dog. Press actively down through both hands, lengthening up through the tailbone. Walk the hands the rest of the way to the long right side of your mat. Bend into one knee and then the other. Tense your fingertips underneath the shoulders. Flare the toes out, heels draw in. Take a breath to ground. Exhale, press into the earth, lift the arms overhead. Bend the elbows, bend the knees into Deviyasana, Goddess Temple. Hands come to the knees. Drop your right shoulder down, twist your left shoulder up to the sky. Return through center, twisting over to the other side. Untwist back through center. Bring the hands to heart center, lifting the heart into the thumbs, thumbs into the heartbeat. Press the legs straight, extending the arms out to a T. Turn your left toes forward, angle your right heel back, bending through your left knee, Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Release your right arm to the back leg, circling your left arm up and over, Reverse Warrior. Inhale, come back through center. Bring your left elbow to your knee, right arm sweeps up and over, extended side angle pose. You can find a half or a full bind here if you'd like. Release from your full or half bind, returning to extended side angle pose. Bring a block outside of your left foot. Take a breath to ground here. Exhale, extend your right arm up to the sky, Trikonasana, working the legs towards straight, but maintaining a gentle bend in each knee. Circle the right arm down and around to frame your left foot, stepping your right foot up a couple of inches to ground down through the heel. Place your block underneath your right shoulder. Inhale to ground. On your exhalation, extend your left arm up to the sky, opening up into revolving triangle. Check back in with your breath and back with your intention. Circle the left hand down and around. Bring your block in front of your left toes. Take a breath in, wave the spine long. On your exhalation, soften your heart, your forehead down towards your shin. Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. Remove your block off to one side, planting the hands, stepping your right leg back into low lunge. Left leg steps back, downward facing dog. Inhale to ground. Exhale, ripple forward through plank pose, lowering through chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, roll over the toes, downward dog. Lower down into Balasana, child's pose, either knees together or wide apart. Interlace the fingers behind the back, drawing that single fist away from the back to open up the heart and shoulders. Peel up to seated, swinging your legs around front. Extend your legs into a wide straddle. You can flex the toes or point the toes, your choice. Sitting up nice and tall, inhale, arms reach overhead. Exhale, sweep your arms up and over towards the left foot, wrapping that right shoulder up towards the sky and keeping anchored down through that right hip. On your next breath in, return back through center, turning to frame your left leg. Inhale to wave the spine long. Exhale, inch your fingers forward towards your left foot, leading with the heart center, keeping the back nice and long. Inhale to return to center. Take a grounding breath here. On your next breath in, sweep the arms overhead. On your exhalation, send your left arm up and over, wrapping that left shoulder up to the sky and reaching for the right toes. Return through center. Turn to square over the right leg. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, inch your fingers forward towards your right foot, keeping the heart shining forward and the gaze lifted. Return to center, taking a deep breath in. Then on your exhalation, walking the hands forward, any amount. Walk your hands back, sitting up nice and tall. Bring your hands behind you and slowly bring the legs together. Turn to face the front of your mat, planting the feet hip-width distance apart, walking your hands behind you. Lift the hips up any amount. Extend your right leg high. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Continue to lift the hips as you allow the right knee to soften down towards the earth. Keep the back of the neck long. Lowering the hips back down, but keeping the configuration of the legs. Bring your left heel in. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, twist over to the right. Right fingertips behind the back. Left arm hugging the knee in. Inhale to lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, unwind, come back through center. Extending the legs forward, giving them a little shimmy. I'm preparing for the other side. Walk the feet in, hands plant down. Inhale to lift the hips up nice and high. This time extending the left leg up, pointing through the toes, and setting the ankle on top of the right knee. Lifting the hips up as high as they'll go, letting the left knee soften down. Back of the neck long, lowering down. Right heel hugs in towards the left sit bone. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, twist over to the left this time. Return through center, extending the legs long in front of you. Shake them out a little bit. And begin to move into your Savasana, whatever that looks like for you. Take some extra time to make sure everything is comfortable. Extend out the arms and the legs. Place an eye pillow over the eyes if you'd like. Bring a blanket across the body to keep you warm. Maybe even elevating the legs a little bit using a bolster. Let go of anything that you might still be holding on to, including the control of the breath. Allow the breath to settle and seek out its own natural rhythm. Release the jaw. Part the back teeth. Soften over the forehead, down over the temples, allowing even the eyes to relax and fall away from the eyelids. Find a place inside of you that knows peace. Breathe and enjoy the vibrancy of your body as you surrender completely. Namaste.